So, I got a mystery topic. You guys want to talk about it first?
Go for it.
All right.
Sure.
It's October. We love Halloween, right? We love Halloween.
I hate it.
You hate Halloween? All right,
No.
good. Then you don't have to participate. One of my favorite TV shows growing up as a kid, obviously I wasn't around its original airing, but one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid was The Addams Family. And when they came out with the movies, I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. It's such a good adaptation. Such a good version of The Addams Family. Like, the casting was perfect. We're getting to a point now where Hollywood is rebooting everything. And I was thinking the other day, what if they rebooted The Addams Family?
No.
Who would I want to play in the movie if they rebooted The Addams Family movie? And I came up with some casting.
Okay.
I'll do that list.
I'm interested to hear, but I'm going to say, not to what you wrote, but I'm just going to say
Yeah,
no.
I say no too. But if they're gonna...
Yeah, that's a shame. And the guy that played Gomez is dead.
Yeah, but you're not going to like this Gomez?
No.
But I think...
Because why? Do I not like the actor?
You have a predisposed dislike for this actor because of a role he played.
Okay.
I don't think you have a distaste for the actor. You just don't like him because of the role he played.
Okay.
All right.
I have no idea.
I'll save Gomez for last then. I'll
Alright.
work my way up. So from the bottom to the top, I couldn't think of anybody to play Wednesday Addams. I don't watch enough movies or TV or anything like that to where I see younger actresses around teen age. The only person I could think of, she's too old now, would be Chloe Moretz, because she would be perfect. But she's too old for that, unless they go skew a little older with the kids.
What about either of the Girl Meets World girls?
I don't think either one of them could.
I'd say maybe
Do it.
Rowan, just maybe because she has dark hair already.
Oh,
Riley.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, you can give some.
But then I know, I was going to say, but she's too tan. I'm like, well, you can fix that too.
Yeah. I think out of those two, if anybody could do it, it'd probably be Sabrina Carpenter.
Probably because she kind of sometimes plays that role a little
Yeah.
bit where she,
She's got a little tinge of that in her
She
character
could do
there
that.
anyway. But, so I don't have anybody for Wednesday. I don't know if you guys watch any shows.
I'm trying to think.
The only other person I could think of is because everybo's
I reckon I
always-
like little girls, so
Of
I probably
course.
listed off.
they make you feel so good.
Yeah, they do.
That girl that everybody's all crazy over from Game of Thrones, Maisie Williams. Is that her name?
Okay, yeah. I don't think she can do it. I think she's capable, but I don't see her as a Wednesday.
Yeah, and it's not just a look thing. I just was thinking, do you guys know of anybody that you think maybe could pull it off? I mean, the look would be a bonus, but it's kind of easy to give anybody dark hair in that look,
I'll have to think. while
Okay.
you're
Yeah,
talking.
that's it.
All right. So, I think the kid's name is right. He's also older, but he plays younger on a TV show he's on. The kid from Modern Family is Pugsley. Rico Rodriguez. He plays the son of... He's perfect.
His Mexican bug.
But he's
I
perfect.
know.
He's
his
dad's
dad's Gomez, so
Yeah, okay. All right, I think he would be perfect. All right? All right. What do you guys think about that? Do you have anybody in mind other than that you could think of?
He's right off the bat. I don't. I'll still think.
I was gonna. The other thing I was gonna say is you don't have to keep this as the basic archetypes. I was gonna say someone like Pugsley. He doesn't have to be a chubby kid. He just has to be a weird kid, in my opinion. You can just grab a kid and make him weird.
What about that kid from Stranger Things?
I haven't watched that yet.
The one with the
curly haired kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other kid I was thinking of that could play Pugsley is the kid who played Jon Favreau's son in Chef. I think he could pull off the weirdness part.
Yeah.
We talked about it when we reviewed that movie, how refreshing it was to see a child who was a main character in a movie not being acted around or acted to.
Right.
Everybody was acting with him.
I'm trying to remember what he looks like.
I think he could do the weird thing. I can pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I couldn't really think of any. Again,
He's a skinny kid. Not
Yeah.
matter, but he was a skinny kid.
Yeah,
I'm just
he's a
trying to
skinny
place
kid.
him. Was he Hispanic of some sort too?
No, I don't think so.
No.
So those are the kids. I can't really, like I said, Wednesday I don't really have anybody.
11. I think it's from Stranger Things.
What's the actress's name? I think I might have come across her when I was looking up.
Millie Bobby
It's
Brown.
Millie,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I did
And
come
she's
across
been
her.
on Fallon. So
Um,
maybe you've seen when they've been on Fallon,
maybe.
the kids.
Maybe. But yeah, so that's it.
They're,
Go ahead.
Sorry, before you switch.
Go ahead, no, it's cool.
There's a kid, and this is just purely off looks, and it's which I know it's not based off that, but there's a kid on the show Shameless. And I feel like he kind of could do it. He might be a little too big, but like, oh, you could play him.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. All right, so now let's move into the adults. Let's move into the big names, the big cast.
Actually, you know what? This kid can maybe play him too. He's on Shameless also.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He actually kind of already started as a look.
The only thing I was like, I didn't want to just like Google like young actors and actresses and pick somebody who fit a look.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just wish it was like 5 years ago because like Chloe Moretz would have been perfect.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, she would have been a good choice, and she easily could have done that dark.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the adults. Uncle Fester. I really like this one, and I think you'll like it more when I tell you who my Gomez is, because I think they would have amazing chemistry together. Paul Giamatti as Uncle Fester.
Okay, I was gonna say, is he too old? But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right. What do you think?
That's good. I can see that.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Jonah Hill.
He's way too young. I mean, if you want to do like you could super bad it up and just use all the actors from the Judd Apatow movies.
I know.
But yeah, I was like Paul Giamatti, because think about the character he played in Howard Stern's movie.
Yeah.
And just how weird and irreverent the guy can be.
Off.
Even what was the wine movie he was in? Sideways. Like that vibe would be perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Morticia Addams. I have two in mind, but I think there's really only one answer. I'm gonna give you the one that I think could work, but not the number one choice. This would be the number two choice. Charlize Theron as Morticia Addams would be like, that's like, all right, if we can't get my first choice, I think she could pull it off.
I'm sure she could pull it off. For some reason, I've never been a fan of hers, but
I wasn't either until I saw Ways to Die in the West. And I thought she was really good in Mad Max also, because it was completely different characters.
I think I watched that before leaving.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You want my number one for Morticia Addams?
Yeah.
Uma Thurman.
I don't like her either, but she could do it too.
She'd be perfect.
She would be perfect, actually.
Yeah.
I like
all
her
right.
Charlize.
Here's the big one. Gomez Addams. Okay?
I had no clue.
Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, wow. That's actually a very good pick.
Imagine the chemistry between Pierce Brosnan and Paul Giamatti. I think that is amazing sounding to me. I know you're not a fan.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But man, would he be good.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I mean,
those aren't my choices.
There's an obvious choice if you want to kind of emulate the movies that had come before it. There's an obvious choice for Gomez, but I just think it'd be way too on the nose, and it would be way too much like the Raul Julia version of it, and that's Antonio Banderas. And he basically already played a Gomez type character in the movie Four Rooms. If you've seen Four Rooms,
I have not.
You have not?
God, you know what's so weird about it? The thing about Raul, and I know it doesn't matter and you can change stuff, but I mean, that guy, I actually was looking. I watched that movie this week. I just watched The Addams Family.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I just watched that and Beetlejuice. I mean, that's what happens when I'm fucking. It's 2 a.m. and I feel like it because like when it's.
You ain't watched one Survivor Series yet.
I know. I haven't done that, but because I've been watching stuff.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to watch that right now. So, anyways, I've been doing that. And the problem is when it's that time here, it's like the middle of the day there, and that's why it's so hard. Is like. I've stayed up all night. I haven't done it this trip, but I've stayed up all night and all day, and then you'd think by the time, like, I force myself, and during the day I get a little tired, and then by the time it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I'm like wired again. You'd think I'd be tired, but I think what happens, honestly, is my body, it's your body. My body thinks it's daytime. Yeah. And so it's used to that. And because it's crazy, because we passed the international date line and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So yeah, I watched that movie because like Halloween. It was the first time I watched Beetlejuice in so long. Yeah. And that was nice. And same thing with Addams Family. But the thing that I noted, I'm like, dang man, Raul Julia, like, how old was he during this? and he was like 52 or
Mhm.
something, and he died a few years later. Like the dude looked really, really young
Mhm.
for that age. And so not that Antonio Banderas looks old. That's what you said, right? Not that he looks old, but like I'm hearing these actors, I'm like, man, I was like, Raul Julia was better looking than these guys, in my opinion. But I don't know. That's my first sort of thought. My gay side of me.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. I mean, that guy was perfect for Gomez, man.
He was like
cast.
born to play that role.
Yeah.
Man.
So good.
That's why I think like the Antonio Banderas casting would be, like, it would just be too on the nose.
Yeah.
I think Pierce Brosnan would be fucking perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't have anything to counteract you with right now, but yeah.
Lurch. I didn't write this one down, but Lurch. You could stunt cast it, which would be funny. You could do like a Dave Bautista as Lurch.
Okay.
Because he's big and giant and whatever. Or I think it'd be even funnier if you get somebody who's like a big name that doesn't have any lines in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So Ron Perlman would be a good Lurch.
Yeah.
And just looking at him versus this next guy versus what Lurch looked like on the TV show and then in the movie, obviously with a little makeup, this would do it. Michael Fassbender. I think it'd be hilarious to have Michael Fassbender play a character that doesn't talk.
I think I like him.
Michael Fassbender, like the stunt casting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to Gomez back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
If this movie was made back in the day, and this is gonna seem like I'm stereotyping, but I'm blanking on his real name anyways. But I think Ricky Ricardo would have been a good Gomez, man. I mean, he would have been so good.
Yeah. Desi Arnaz.
Yeah.
So that's my casting. I think it'd be funny for Thing if you have like a big like South Park it up and have like a major fucking celebrity and all you see is their hand.
Yeah. That'd be really funny.
But I couldn't even think of anybody for that. I didn't go with Cousin It because that is just going to be a person covered by a gigantic prosthetic wig, so it really doesn't matter. But I think like the main...
That would be funny too if that was a legit big celebrity. Amazing actress.
Yeah.
or actor or whatever.
Yeah. What do you think?
I
again, prefacing, they should not remake The Addams Family. They should not.
Right.
Those two movies are fucking awesome. The TV show is awesome. They do not do this, but if they were going to, this is what I would like to see.
I mean, I would like to see your casting play out. I don't know if that'd be my choice, but I mean, I'm not going to shit on it until I were to see it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, though. Like, look at him now. Just dye his hair black. He's perfect. And I think he could pull it off.
Oh, I think he can do.
Because he was a really good James Bond. And all Gomez Addams is a caricature of like a James Bond type.
Yeah.
So
I mean, everyone you said could pull it off. I wish I was awake enough or alert enough to like fire off some names back at you, but I just don't have it right now.
we can come back to this another week.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, so that's my Addams Family rant. By the way, I love the show again, like I said. I love the movies. The third straight-to-DVD or straight-to-video movie was garbage, but Tim Curry was pretty good. Because it's Tim Curry. He played Gomez.
Ah.
It was
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie.
Was he like the biggest name in that?
I think so, yeah. I can't remember. I just remember Tim Curry being Gomez. And I was like, that's fucking perfect, too. But, yeah. Okay, we can move on. Thank you for indulging.